All right, getting set for your hobby stock A main here tonight. Get you lined up for the hobby stocks. Inside row one will be the 99 of Greg Lammers out of Owatonna. The outside, Scott Spildy, the 18 from Cresco, Iowa. Row two will be the 15 of Scott Porter from Madison Lake. The 17P of Jack Paulson out of Morristown. Row three of the 38S of Nick Schwabach out of Spring Valley. The 18 junior of Gavin Bartell from Casson. Row four, that'll be the 32 of Jason Newkirk from Austin. And the 28 of Mitch Gustafson out of Pine Island. Rule 5, the 32J at Carter Johnsgard out of Lewiston, and it'll be the 1 car, Jack Moss out of Faribault. Rule 6 will be the 02F of Samuel Fitter out of Lake City, and alongside the 94 of Kevin Hager out of Kellogg. Starting 13th, it'll be the D1 of Dustin Dowdy out of Hudson, Wisconsin, and alongside the 17W, that's Michael Wick of Faribault. Next row will be the 28K of Caitlin Paulson out of Pine Island, and the 25K of Christopher Weston out of Stewartville, and rounding out the field in row number 9, it'll be the 06 of Garrett Nemechek out of Byron, and the 72K of Carter Komet out of Rochester. That'll be your lineup for your hobby stocks.
17P, 38S.
Let's give your hobby stock feature field a nice round of applause as they roll down the front straightaway, getting ready to go 18 laps for you here tonight. Again, we appreciate your patience while everybody's learning here tonight, so we appreciate it.
Row 7, 17W, 28K.
Feature time here at the Dodge County Fair.
25K, 06.
Feature running order will be the same as the heats. B-mods will be up next, followed by the stock cars and the modifieds.
John wants to go green.
Alrighty, gentlemen. Again, I can't thank you enough.
All right.
Out here.
Again, folks, we can't express how much we appreciate your patience here tonight, as we talked about earlier. Pretty much everybody here has worked at a racetrack, but this group really hasn't worked together at a racetrack and running a show, so it's a big learning curve, especially with the racetrack here. So we appreciate your patience trying to put on a great show for you here tonight. A lot of people here tonight, a lot of race cars here, and we just greatly appreciate you coming on out as we're getting set for feature racing action here at the Dodge County Speedway and the Dodge County Fair. Hobby stock's getting ready to go. Caution lights are out. 18 laps the distance. Greg Lammers, Scott Spildy in row number 1. Here we go, folks. We are feature racing here at the Dodge County Fair. A little slip and slide there through turns 1 and 2. Scott Spildy going to try to take the early advantage down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Greg Lammers will settle into that second spot as they come in to complete lap number 1. Scott Spildy will be your leader.
Yellow, turn 1, go.
Caution going to come out as we got a car spun down here in turn number 1.
Is that on his own?
15 of Scott Porter bringing out the caution right away.
Into the tail, please.
And the 15 of Scott Porter will head to the back of the field.
I need the 18, 99, 17P, 18 junior, 32, 38S, 32J, 02F, 94, D1, 17W, 28K, 28, 06, 25K, 72K, 15 to the tail, 99, make your choice, obvious, top or low. Okay, guys, coming green, coming green.
Caution lights out. Scott Spildy, your leader after lap number 1. Again, 18 laps the distance for your hobby stocks. Here we go. Green flag waving once again. Scott Spildy going to pull away from the pack. A little beating and banging down the front straightaway. Gavin Bartell in the 18 trying to challenge the 99 of Greg Lammers for the second position as they come in to complete lap number 2. Jack Paulson in the 17P. Getting passed by the 32 of Jason Newkirk. Nick Schwabach now into the 6th spot in the 38S. Scott Spilde, your leader, trying to pull away from the pack here in the 18. Gavin Bartell in the 18. Jason Newkirk in the 32. And the 99 of Greg Lammers going for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Paulson behind them in the 17. Schwabach in the 38. Scott Spilde opened up a little contact there for 2nd. Here we go. Gavin Bartell and Greg Lammers get together. They spin to the infield. And the yellow is going to come out.
Caution on the 32.
So battling there for the top spots. The cars get together. Bartell and Lammers go to the infield. And I'm waiting for word on who's getting the yellow.
That's the last completed lap right now.
So this is good.
That's the last completed lap.
So I just got to put 32 to the tail.
Whoever you're putting in the tail, yeah.
Okay. '18 Junior, 17P, 38S, 94, 02, 32J, D1, 06, 28K, 15, 28, the 32 to the tail, please.
32 of Jason Newkirk going to the tail.
99, make your choice, high or low, make it obvious. Hold up, 17, hold up. Good to go, good, clear off.
All right, field will double up behind your leader, Scott Spilde in the 18.
Is that 18 Junior behind?
3 laps in the books.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still only
18,
18
you're
on.
third. 18 Junior, you're third.
So to be Spilde, Lammers, Bartell, Paulson, Schwabach now your top 5.
17, you're back a row. You earned 4.
So give him the 1-to-go signal this time by. We'll go green next time.
All right, drivers. We got 32J rejoining the field. 18.
Here we go. Caution lights are out. Scott Spilde, your leader in the 18. And we've got crashing and going on right off the bat. Greg Lammers ending up into the infield. And the caution flag comes right back out.
99 to the tail, please. 99 to the tail. 32. And let's double them up here. Looks like we're good to go green, guys.
Stand by.
Going green, going green, going green, going green.
Caution lights out. Green flag will come back out. Everybody,
Hold on.
everybody getting their spot back.
Well, fucking I already told them now. God damn it, I'm sorry.
All right, try this again. Caution lights out. Scott Spildy, your leader. Green flag back in the air. Hobby stocks back under power.
Come on, guys. Come on, come on.
Beating and banging out of two. Everybody going to keep them moving. Cars down in the infield. Everybody keeps moving. Spildy, Bartell, 1-2. Nick Schwabach in the third spot in the 38. Dustin Dowdy up to the fourth spot. Battle for second. Schwabach and Bartell, 38 and the 18 junior. Scott Spildy still your leader. Dustin Dowdy started 13th up to the fourth spot in the D1. Scott Spildy going to try to put the 06 of Garrett Nemechek down the lap. It's a shoot out of corner number 2 and down the back straightaway. Still Bartell, Schwabach, and Dowdy. Samuel Fitter up into the fifth spot in the 02F. Top 4 still the same. Dustin Dowdy trying to close in on the top 3. Gavin Bartell now. And that black and white 18 challenging the blue and white 18 of Scott Spildy for the lead. This time by 10 in, 8 to go. Down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Still Spildy and Bartell. Bartell going to look to the inside. He got a battle for the lead now as they come down the front straightaway. Schwabach and Dowdy closing in as well. Top 4 throw a blanket over him. Here comes Gavin Bartell to the inside. Side by side with Scott Spildy for the lead into turn number 3. Bartell on the inside. Spildy to the outside as they come at you at a quarter 4 with Schwabach and Dowdy in close proximity. 12 laps in the book, 6 to go. Spildy still hanging on to the lead. Down the back stretch into turn number 3. Dustin Dowdy in the D1 now going to challenge the 38 of Schwabach for the third spot. Here comes Bartell again with another shot to your leader, Spildy. Bartell tries to get to the inside of Spildy, not able to make it work down the back straightaway. The 4 laps to go this time by. Scott Spildy, your race leader. Able to pull a little distance on the 18 junior Gavin Bartell. Schwabach and Dowdy right there as they head down the back straightaway. Single file nose to tail into turn number 3. 3 laps remaining. 15 in, 3 to go for the 18 of Spildy. Coming up on some slower traffic here. We'll see how that affects the leaders here as they come out of corner number 4. 2 to go for Spildy. He's got the 15 of Scott Porter and the 28 of Mitch Gustafson directly in front of him. Spildy to the inside, trying to get by the car. Porter, white flag waving, 1 lap to go. Will Spildy hang on? Gets by the 15 of Porter. Bartel takes a big swing at it. Here comes Schwabach now to the inside of Bartel down the back straightaway. Spildy gets away. Checkered flag going to be waving. It's going to be the 18 of Scott Spildy picking up the win. Second will go the 18 junior Bartel. Schwabach, Dowdy will finish in the top 4. We'll make our way down to Dodge County Victory Lane and get some words with your race winner, Scott Spildy. Making his check. His way to the Dodge County Speedway Victory Lane. The win of the hobby stocks here this evening is out of Cresco, Iowa. Set to climb out of this vehicle. Led most of the way. Survived a challenge from Gavin Bartel. We'll talk to him about it here a little bit as he gets ready to climb out of the race car. $500 going into the bank account. He is out of Cresco, Iowa. Put your hands together for Scott Spildy, ladies and gentlemen. Scott, congratulations. A little bit of a challenge there for the hobby stocks trying to get that track rolled in, but you're able to hold them off. Gavin Bartel gave you a pretty good run there towards the end.
Yeah, Gavin always runs hard. If I can keep up with him, I'm pretty happy. The track was a little bit wet, but it actually came around pretty good for us. So hopefully it widens out a little bit as the night goes on. But I just want to say thank you to everybody that put this on. This is the first time I've been here. I didn't even know where to go when I got in town. And if you guys can do this more often, I'll be up here more often. It's a fun racetrack.
Let's hear, ladies and gentlemen, for Scott Spildy picking up $500 here tonight at the Dodge County Speedway. Get your line up here for the B-Mod, A-Main. Starting inside of number 1 out of Decorah, Iowa, to the 98 of Kyle Anderson, to the outside of Austin, the 99 of Noah Grinstead. Row 2 to be the 75 of Cole Succo out of Cresco, Iowa. And his outside will be the 2C of Cole Benrod out of Byron. Row 3, it'll be the 15 of Cole Neishus out of Cannon Falls, alongside the 02K of Hunter Kennedy out of St. Ansgar, Iowa. Row 4, it'll be the 53 of Tandem Mattoon out of New Richland. The red one of Dan Wheeler out of Savage. Row 5, it'll be the 42B of Caden Bronner out of Austin. The 85 of Ben Modry out of Protivin, Iowa. Row 6, be the 14 of Caden Neishus out of Hastings. 22H, that's Jamie Hiller out of Waseca. Row 7 will be the 96 of Isaiah Rowe from Wisconsin Rapids. 38 of Kenny White-Taskey out of Austin. Rolling off in row number 8, out of Pearl City, Illinois, the 777 of Race Mullen. To the outside of Rochester, that's the 9 of Ike Clark. Starting 17th here tonight out of Arlington, it'll be the 25 of Ben Rearson. To his outside out of Hayfield, the 15, he is Zach Elward. Row number 10, it'll be the 40K of Colton Kramer out of Pine Island, and the 28 of Braden Schaffenbuhl out of New Hampton, Iowa. Starting 21st here tonight, it'll be the 83 of Billy Steinberg out of Utica, and the 21 of Ryan Leichtem out of Grand Meadow. And rolling off in your 12th and final row will be the 79K of Nick Kramer out of Pine Island, and the 40 LS of Larry Scott out of Northfield. 20 laps the distance for your B mods.
I'll give you a ride at the gate quick.
Rolling that racetrack in, getting things ready to go. All right, caution lights are out. B-Mods getting ready for their A main. Here we go, green flag. Kyle Anderson going to jump out to the early. Kosuko in second. Battle for the third spot as they come at you. Tandem Mattoon and Cole Neishus. Cole Benrod, Hunter Kennedy right there. Ben Moldry in the 85, the 42 of Caden Bronner. Anderson going to try to run away and hide. Benrod to the fourth spot. He'll close it on the 53 of Tandem Mattoon. Kyle Anderson will come in and complete lap number 5 this time. Hunter Kennedy in the 02K to the inside of Cole Benrod for the fourth spot. Right behind the 53 of Tandem Mattoon. Ben Moldry behind them in the 85. Kyle Anderson dominant so far. Anderson with a 2.234 second advantage. Battle now for second. Shannon Mattoon in the 53. On the inside of Cole Sukos. They go side by side on the corner of the two. Now to the runner-up spot. Anderson still way out front. Hunter Kennedy in the 02K now going to challenge, but the 85. Ben Moultrie picking up another spot. Kyle Anderson extending his lead now to 3.194 seconds over Tiana Mattoon. Anderson closing in on the 40 of Larry Scott. Battle now for third. Ben Moultrie working the outside of Hunter Kennedy. Ben Moultrie on the move in the 85 as he's now battling for third. He's got it down the back straightaway. So far it's the Kyle Anderson show as he completes lap number 10 of 20. Anderson still out front, battle for second now. It's Ben Moultrie making the top side work here at the Dodge County. By Tiana Mattoon to the second spot. And it's Hunter Kennedy and Caden Bronner in the top five. Check the gap between your first two. Moultrie still 2.88 seconds behind your leader Anderson. So we're working lap number 14. Moultrie able to get by the slower car, Larry Scott. Kyle Anderson getting held up by some slower cars here, trying to put him a lap down as they come into turns 3 and 4. Ben Moultrie's closing the gap in the 85, ladies and gentlemen. Moultrie's got it down to .37 as they're in heavy lap traffic. Anderson on the inside, on the outside down the back straight. Hunter Kennedy in the 02K in the third position. Leaders out of 4. Ben Moultrie going to go to the outside of your leader. Kyle Anderson, he got a battle for the lead, rolling out of corner number 2. Ben Moultrie on the outside. Kyle Anderson on the inside. Into turn number 3. Holy cow, you got a great race going on here. Ben Moultrie now to the lead in the 85. Anderson going to fire back to the inside in turn number 2. Still Hunter Kennedy. Position. Kane Bronner now up to 4th. Moultrie and Anderson still in tight formation as they're closing in on the 38 of Kenny Wojtaski. White flag waving, 1 lap to go. Still working on the 38 of Kenny Wojtaski as they get set to come out of turn 4. Here comes Kyle Anderson, 1 last stab, and it's going to be Ben Moultrie in the 85. Kyle Anderson will finish second, Hunter Kennedy third, Caden Bronner fourth, and Tiana Mattoon will round out the top 5. What a B-Mod A-Main you just saw, ladies and gentlemen. Ben Moultrie able to work the lap traffic a little better than Kyle Anderson, picking up the win. Moultrie started 10th. And he'll roll into Dodge County Speedway victory lane, picking up $1,000 here this evening. He worked the high side to perfection through the lap traffic. Kyle Anderson got hung up on the low side trying to work the lap cars, and Ben Modry took advantage of it. And boy, did they put on a show for you, ladies and gentlemen. Car a little warm down here in victory lane. Ryan Wetstein going to greet him. $1,000 going back to Protivin, Iowa. 2 for 2 for the Northeast and Central Iowa drivers here this evening. Getting set to climb out of this race car. He's out of Protivin, Iowa. Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen. Ben Modry picking up the win in your B-Mods here this evening at the Dodge County Fair. Ben, get on over here. Congratulations on the win. You made the high side work here, and Kyle just kind of got hung up in the lap traffic, and you were taking advantage of the top side.
Yeah, they weren't coming in high in 3 there. I made up a ton of ground right there and just stayed in it.
Pretty good run for you. Racetrack was a little bit better for you guys tonight, and obviously the high side worked great for you.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better track. It was pretty racy. I kind of like it.
Thank the folks that helped get you here.
Oh, we got to thank Action Engineering. This is a new motor we just put in and runs pretty good. Balanced speed shocks, CK Tools, The Play Sports Bar and Grill, Modry Electric, Advanced Garage Door, Fence Oil, Arts Mill, Farmers Mill, Gable Beef Farms, Mirachik Electric, Leisure Time Golf Cars.
Congratulations on the win, Ben. There you go. Let's hear it one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for Ben Modry, winner of your B-Mods here this evening at the Dodge County Speedway. Something I've never done before in my 31 years of announced from the infield. Could you hear me okay? All right, perfect. We're just going to stay down here. See how warm that 85 of Ben Modry's was at 85. Getting some water on the radiator to cool it off a little bit. And we'll get set for your stock car A-Main. Here's how they will line up. Sitting on the pole, he's out of Fayette, Iowa. The 476X is Troy Hovey. Is outside, it's Hare Nation. The 56H of Brandon Hare. Row 2 on the inside of the McIntyre, Iowa. It's the 14A of Blake Adams. His outside of the Cresco, Iowa. The 27S of Jason Schlangen. Row 3 to the inside of the Cresco, Iowa, will be the 070 Chris Hubden. To the outside, out of St. Peter, the 0 is Charlie Rustman. Row 4 on the inside, 18X, that's Daniel Ekblad out of St. Peter. It is outside, out of Caledonia, the 37 of Casey Kolsch. Row 5 on the inside of the Teope, it's the 7X of Andrew Eichens. And is outside out of Rushford, it's the 14 of Brady Williamson. Row 6 on the inside, that's the 11 of Levi Sand out of Caledonia. And is outside of Albert Lee, that's the 67 of Chris Toot. Row 7 on the inside, that'll be the 67 of Darren Toot out of Albert Lee. And rounding out the field is going to be a scratch here tonight, but we're going to give him a mention for coming tonight. Ross Spitzer out of Blooming Prairie in the 36, tough break for him earlier this evening. You guys having a good time here so far tonight? Modified's going to be up next after this to conclude the program again. On behalf of everybody at 9-0 Promotions, we really appreciate your patience with us here tonight. First show for everybody here. Racing's been good so far throughout the first 2 A-Mains. We'll see what happens in the next 2 A-Mains. As you mentioned, great crowd here this evening. And again, we hope you get out here for some more stuff in the grandstand. Autocross tomorrow night, trailer race on Saturday, demolition derby on Sunday. They got some great entertainment each night at the Beer Garden from 8 to midnight. Make sure you check that out. And of course, all the sights and sounds and the great fair food here at Dodge County Fair. So you mentioned several times the 168th annual fair here at Dodge County. Got to mention, too, don't forget the Big Iron Truck Classic here the first weekend in September that invades the Dodge County Fairgrounds. If you never checked that out, same weekend as Marigold Days in Manorville. It's a great dual weekend for everybody. They have a great flea market, craft deal in Manorville, and here we go. Stock cars going green. A-main time for the stock cars. Oh, going yellow right off the bat. Bad start right off the bat. Try it again. Troy Hovey bringing him in nice and slow. Green flag waving. Here we go. Hovey and Hare side by side. Jason Schlangen right there as well. Down the back straight away. 14. Leaders out of 4. It's going to be Brandon Hare after 1. 2 by 2 behind Brandon Hare. Here comes Blake Adams working the inside groove. Chris Hovden right there. 27. Daniel Eckblad in 18 in the mix as well. Stock cars running tight here. Schlangen the second. Brandon Hare skying that left front up off the ground. Here Jason Schlangen now for the second spot. Schlangen going to dive to the inside. They're 3 wide momentarily for the lead out of corner number 1. Jason Schlangen now to the lead. They roll down the back stretch into turn number 3. Chris Hovden to the 0708 with them as they roll out of 4. Look at this battle up front, folks. Jason Schlangen on the inside. The 27 and the 56 side by side. Caution going to come out. Speedway. Wow, what a race up front early on, folks. Brandon Hare, 56 at 27S of Jason Schlangen, the 14 of Blake Adams, and the 070 of Chris Hovden. Putting on a show in the early laps here. Stock car A-main. 20 laps, the distance 3 in the books. Field revving up down the straightaway. Caution lights are out. Here we go. Brandon Hare going to bring him back to the green flag. Now Blake Adams going to dive to the inside of your leader. Down the back stretch we go. Blake Adams working the inside of Brandon Hare. Jason Schlangen, Chris Hovden right there. Side by side for the lead out of corner number 2. Side by side for third. Hovey still in the spot. Wow, what a battle you got going on here. Blake Adams and Brandon Hare door to door. Schlangen, Hovden, Hovey. Top 4, 2 by 2. Blake Adams going to lead that lap by .046 over Brandon Hare. Brady Williamson in the 14 working his way through traffic as well. Now Jason Schlangen with problems at turn number 4. Caution going to come out as the 27S of Jason Schlangen sitting on the top side of turn number 4. So tough break for Schlangen, but wow. How about the race up front, ladies and gentlemen? That's been awesome so far. Blake Adams, Brandon Hare, Chris Hovden, Troy Hovey. Brady Williamson's come from 10th in the 14. The white-purple numeral 14. So it looks like Schlangen going to need the hook in the 27. Don't forget, Modified's up for the final race of the evening. Let's give Jason Schlangen a nice round of applause. This car gets towed off the racetrack. Strong up front early on. Tough break for the driver out of Cresco, Iowa. Six laps scored complete. The 20-lap distance for your stock cars here this evening. $1,000 paycheck awaiting your winner. All right, caution lights. Caution lights are out. Blake Adams in the 14. Your leader as we get set to resume action in your stock car, A-Main. Here we go. Hovden and Hare, the 070 and the 56 for the second spot. Still Blake Adams, your leader in the 14. Brady Williamson in the 14, working the 476 of Troy Hovey. Hovey looks like he's got some broken front suspension on the 476 possibly, on that left front. Blake Adams able to put a little bit of distance on the field now. Halfway through this time by 10 in, 10 to go for Blake Adams. Adams in the .633 advantage over Chris Upton. Brady Williamson now in the 4th spot. Chris Upton in the 07 closing back in on the 14 a.m. Blake Adams. Trying to make things interesting up front still here. Williamson and Hovey top 5. Yellow going to come out. We're still green. Thought I saw the yellow. Green is still out. Still Adams, Humpton, Hare, Williamson, Hovey, Ekblad and Levi Sand in the 11. "14 laps down, 6 to go." Five laps remaining. Blake Adams with about a half-second advantage over Chris Humpton. Humpton reeling in here later once again out of corner number 2. Chris Humpton right there now as they come out of 4. Little bump to the rear bumper of the 14 Adams. 3 laps remaining in your stock car A main. Brady Williamson in the 14 working on the 56 of Brandon Hare. Leaders out of 4 with 2 to go. Does Chris Humpton have any magic to get around the 14 a.m. Blake Adams? The white flag will be displayed this time by Blake Adams. Chris Humpton 1-2. Adams able to get away from him a little bit here. But we got action over in turn number 4. Brandon Hare facing the wrong way in turn 4, bringing out the caution. So the yellow coming out. As we were getting set to get the white flag, Hare able to get restarted. Getting set for the restart, minus the 14 of Brady Williamson. Should be a green-white checkered dash to the finish. Give Chris Humpton and the rest of the crew a chance at the 14 a.m. Blake Adams. Here we go, green flag to decide your stock car A main here tonight. Brandon Hare going to let it rip up on the top side. Here comes Daniel Ekblad on the 18X. On the mix. Chris Toot there as well. White flag, 1 lap to go for Blake Adams. Down the back straightaway one more time into turns 3 and 4. checkered flag will be awaiting him as he comes out of corner number 4, picking up the win in your stock cars here tonight at the Dodge County Fair. It's going to be Blake Adams, Chris Upton second, Levi Sand third, Daniel Ekblad will finish in the 4th spot, Brandon here will finish 5th. So again, Blake Adams, Chris Upton, Levi Sand, Daniel Ekblad, Brandon Hare, Chris Toot, Troy Hovey, Darren Toot, Andrew Eichens, Charlie Russman, Casey Coles, Brady Williamson, Jason Schlangen, your feature order. Race winner pulling down into Dodge County Victory Lane, picking up the $1,000 check here this evening. Three for the state of Iowa so far tonight. He's out of McIntyre. Hasn't raced a whole lot this year, but coming to Dodge County tonight, taking home a cool $1,000. And we'll get him out of this machine and collect the spoils here at the Dodge County Fair. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Blake Adams, your stock car feature winner here this evening. Blake, get on over here. You guys, stock cars always put on a show, and you guys were doing stock car things again tonight. That was pretty fun up front.
You know what? Hats off to the Wetsteins and whoever else is helping here. I've never been here before, ever, and it's something, and I like it. So
pretty good race. You guys raced clean, and you raced really good up there. It was a pretty good battle, and towards the end, Chris Houghton was giving you fits, but you were just able to get away from him.
Yeah, the car just handled real well, and yeah, just got to thank everyone that helps.
There you go. Let's hear it for Blake Adams, your stock car feature winner. Get some photos taken. Get some photos taken with your race winner. We'll get set for the modified A-Main here this evening. Modified's getting ready for their main event. Starting 23rd here tonight, it's going to be the 75 of James Parker out of Brownsdale. Row 12, it'll be the 7S of Todd Steinhardt out of Waseca and Ryan Wetstein out of West Concord to the 90. Starting 20th here tonight will be the 97 of Cole Anderson out of La Center, and alongside will be the 55H of AJ Hoff out of Manorville. Rolling off 18th tonight out of Blooming Prairie to be the 72 of Doug Hilson, and he is inside 17th start will be Joel Ludeman out of Grand Meadow in the 33. Rolling off in row number 8 on the outside to be the 23 of Darwin Crew out of Casson. Is inside out of Rushford, the 97 junior Landon Volkman out of Rushford. Row 7 to the outside will be Taton Hansen of the 96 out of Spicer. Is inside the 54 Jet Sorensen out of Rochester. Row 6 outside will be the Reaper Ryan Gustin out of Marshalltown, Iowa. And the 1 and is inside out of Manorville, the 29H is Joe Hordahl. Your first 5 rows will look like this. Rolling off 10th out of Ladysmith, Wisconsin to be the 30 of Matt Lear. Is inside the 95 of Keith Voss out of Winona. Row 4 to be the 50 to the 3rd of Brandon Davis out of Hayfield. And is inside to be the 69 of Lucas Schott out of Chatfield. Row 3 to the outside to be the 24. Charlie Steinberg out of Zembroda. And inside, starting 5th out of Rolling Stone, the 95X of Sean Walski. Row 2 to the outside to be the 90W of Steve Wetstein out of West Concord. Is inside to be the 15W of Alex Williamson out of Rushford. And on the front row, it'll be the 87H of Harley Dice out of Winona. And starting on the pole, your hometown driver out of Casson, the 98 Emma Mitchell Madiri. Here are your bike ticket winners as well. Your bike ticket winners. You can meet Eric right down here by the pit gate. Blue ticket is number 72, blue ticket 72. And I believe it's a pink ticket, 342446, 342446. So blue ticket 72, and I believe it's a pink ticket 342446 for the bikes. Thanks, Eric. Right down here by the gates, and he'll get you those bikes. All right, Dodge County, it all comes down to this. $3,025 up for grabs. A lot of great sponsors coming in on this. Getting things ready to roll here for the modifieds. 30 laps will be the distance. The highest paying modified show in Dodge County history. Being in the infield, not sure if this is our pace lap. How about it? Let's get up on our feet and make some noise for these modified drivers as we get ready to go for $3,025 here this evening. What do you think? How many think the hometown boy Mitchell Madeira going to bring home his first ever modified win? Harley Dice on the outside. How many Iceman Alex Williamson fans do we have up there? How about Steve Wetstein in the 90? Sean Walski, Charlie Steinberg, another hometown kid here. Lucas Schott, Brandon Davis. Here we go. It's showtime. Up there on the opening lap, gonna drop back. Caution coming out right away, as we got a bunch of them wadded up there in turns 3 and 4. Whole bunch of them bringing out the caution flag. See Tate and Hanson able to drive away in the 96. They're one of Ryan Gustin able to drive away. See Sean Walski up there. So we will try this again. Mitchell Madeira, your pole sitter. We're going 30 circuits. Here we go. Light them up, boys. We come out of corner number 4. Green flag will underway. Harley Dyson, the 87, going to work the outside of Madeira. We got Darwin Carew going around. And we're going to stack them up again here in turn number 1. Caution once again. Modified's having a tough time getting going here tonight. I know it a little bit earlier, and I forgot about it until right now. I want to wish a happy birthday on the 14th to Zane Schletty, former racer out here in Dodge County. Yeah. The old number 89. It's happy birthday, Zane. All right, let's cross our fingers. Let's hope for some green flag laps here. Here we go. We're going to go 3 wide for the lead out of corner number 2. Harley Dice to the lead. Alex Williamson trying to go to second. Maduri back to the 3rd spot. It's going to be Harley Dice, Alex Williamson, Lucas Schott, Sean Walski. Leaders on a 4, still Dice and Williamson, 1-2. Lucas Schott in the 69, going to dive to the inside of Mitchell Maduri for the 3rd position. Harley Dice, Alex Williamson, Lucas Schott now to 3rd. Williamson trying to close in on the 87H of Harley Dice as they roll down the back straightaway. Once again, as his yellow flag slowing her down. So Alex Williamson, now your leader. Mitch Maduri, Lucas Schott. Here we go, green flag. Lucas Schott going to take a dive to the inside of Williamson down the back straightaway. Williamson shot 1-2. Brandon Davis now to the third spot. Walski, here comes Gustin in the 1. Still Alex Williamson, Lucas Schott 1-2, Brandon Davis third, Sean Walski, Ryan Gustin, your top 5. Yellow coming out once again. This time Ryan Wetstein here in turn number 4. Steve Wetstein also to the infield in the 90W. So it's Alex Williamson, your leader, Lucas Schott second, Brandon Davis, Sean Walski, Ryan Gustin, Mitch Maduri, Joe Horndahl, Keith Foss. 30. $17 in, 13 to go. Field will double up behind your leader, Alex Williamson. 13 laps remaining. Lucas Schott, Brandon Davis right behind. Green flag waving, here we go. Joe Horndahl gonna stick it in 3 wide. Dustin, here comes well. Brandon Davis now to second. He gets by the 16 out of shot. Dustin now to the 4th spot in the 1. Dustin now going to take a look to the inside of Lucas Schott. Still Williamson, your leader. Davis trailing in second. Dustin going to try to close it on Lucas Schott for the 3rd position. Darwin Kerr to the infield, the 23. Still Alex Williamson, your race leader. Ryan Gustin, the 1, working on the 69 of Lucas Schott. The dime low into turns 1 and 2. Shot up in the challenge so far. Still Alex Williamson in the 15W, your race leader. White flag, 1 lap to go for Alex Williamson in the 15W. Davis trying to close here in the waning stage of this one, but I don't think he's going to have enough time to catch him. Wheeling into turns 3 and 4 out of quarter number 4. Checkered flag going to go to the Iceman, Alex Williamson. Brandon Davis going to finish 2nd. Lucas Schott will run 3rd. Ryan Gustin 4th. Joe Horndahl will round out the top 5. Matt Lear 6th. Sean Walski 7th. Keith Foss 8th. AJ Hoff 9th. And Cole Anderson 10th. We will await your winner at Dodge County Speedway Victory Lane. Picking up $3,025. He is out of Rushford, Minnesota. The helmet off. getting set to climb out of this race car. Been running really strong in this bomb race car as of late. And getting the big payday here at the Dodge County Fair. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen, the Iceman, Alex Williamson. Holy cow, there goes the trophy. Get that thing up on the roof, Alex. Congratulations, my friend. I couldn't see what happened to Harley Dice up there, but you were right on him and just took advantage of that, and nobody could catch you after that.
No, so I was running near the bottom. I was really hoping it was going to be slow enough.